You know one of those, you know those clickbaity channels that are like super clickbait?
Yeah.
And they have like, they have the picture like this.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
You want to do it?
No, no.
You don't think we should do it? I think we should do it.
Okay.
Let's do at least one. Okay, now let's look at the camera and smile. Alright, Gadgeteers, welcome back. So, guess who I've got today as my guest?
Hey guys.
I got the man, Gavin. He's here to help me build a computer. We have a basic entry-level gaming system we're going to build for my brother-in-law. He wanted to do this on a budget, and I figured, well, not a problem. We can actually do that. So I looked on Black Friday and ordered some parts from Amazon, got a pretty good deal. Everything I have here on the table came in at $539 and 41 pennies, so 539 bucks and 41 cents. I don't think that's too bad. What do you think, Gavin?
I think that's pretty good.
So I'm not sure how good of a gaming machine this will be. We're gonna find out. Now, I've done a lot of research, so I'm hoping it all comes out right. But luckily I've got Gavin here to help me because I haven't built a computer in 10 years.
I haven't built a computer at all, so the moral of the story is this is not a how-to video. It could very well be a how-not-to video, but I remember most things, you know, like, so it should be okay. I think it'll come together nicely. So without further ado, I'm going to go over the parts that we have here and what we got. So from left to right, the first thing that we have is the motherboard, and I'll do a close-up of all these goodies. This is an MSI B450M Pro M2 AMD motherboard. The only thing I did not like about this motherboard is that it only has 2 slots for memory. So it is limited to 32 gigabytes, but ratings were good on the board. I'm not too worried. I don't think my brother-in-law will ever surpass the 32 gigabyte barrier. Just as a point of reference, he's still using the computer I built for him. Well, I guess I built one more recent than 10 years, about 5, maybe 6 years ago. He's still using that computer. So we've got an AMD motherboard here. I did quite a bit of homework on this power supply. I've got an EVGA 550B3. Which just sounds fancy.
Bronze edition. Semi-modular, meaning that the main power cable is not modular, which, you know, you have to have it anyway, so who cares if it's not modular. It's pretty, it's black, and it says here it has a Japanese main capacitor. Japanese main capacitor.
Yeah, you know it's good.
So I don't know if that means it's good or not. It's extremely heavy. This thing is actually heavier than the case. Try it out.
How much was this?
I don't remember. I want to say it was like $65 or $70. That's the power supply. That's what gives all the components inside their power.
Nice. Imagine if you hooked up 10 of these.
10? 550 watts? That'd be 5,500 watts of power.
And then you just had a whole screen of computers. That'd be pretty cool.
That might be a future project.
Yes.
I would like that. Next, we have the processor, a Ryzen Radeon graphics enabled Vega. So this is a Ryzen 5 2400G with the Vega 11 graphics built in. Again, doing a lot of research. He didn't want to put out the money for a video card yet, but maybe in the future he will. He's just not sure just yet. But the processor right there, you believe you're holding 158 bucks?
Well, don't give this to me.
$158 for the processor. Not a bad deal.
150?
158 bucks. Next. And you have one of these in your computer.
Yes.
I do.
We have the Samsung 860 EVO VNAND SSD. Of course, this is not the 860 Pro, but that's okay because it was on sale for $137, which for me is a good deal. This is a 1 terabyte drive, and I always opt for the largest amount of SSD storage you can get. Now, I know there's a whole big issue with the different types of NAND RAM well, it's not RAM really, NAND chips, N-A-N-D.
Yeah.
NAND that are used inside these. This one is not the premium one, but the Pro version was twice as much as this drive. And of course, I believe, I can't remember which type it is. I want to say SLC or TLC NAND is used as a cache, and then the remainder of the drive is a slower type of NAND. So if you go over the cache, which is I think like 22 gigabytes, it starts to run slower. He will never notice that. I have one of these drives. I've tested it with mega transfers, and I've gotten a consistent 550 megabytes a second. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And this is kind of what you have in your laptop.
This is like really light.
Remember we did surgery on your laptop?
Oh yeah, we did.
Put one of those in?
Yeah.
Now compare that, Gavin, with our 4 terabyte Seagate green drive, a Barracuda. It's called a Compute Drive, 4 terabytes. Now notice this is basically an OEM. It's in an anti-static bag. However, the box it shipped in had all these components in it with this drive exactly as you see. 0 padding. You heard that correct. 0 padding from Amazon. So this very well could be a DOA. You know what DOA is?
No.
Dead on arrival.
Wow, that's sad.
Now feel how heavy the mechanical drive is compared to the
Whoa.
EVO.
This is like, probably like, I don't know, like 10 times heavier.
It is. Way heavier. That's a mechanical drive. That's got 4 terabytes of storage, so 4 times as much as this.
What? Wow, that's crazy.
Not bad, huh?
So it's anti-static
Yep.
packaging?
That's to protect the drive.
That's nice. Wow.
All right.
It's made of metal.
Yes.
That's neat.
Yep. Next on our list. This I'm actually donating to my brother-in-law's computer. This is a 16 gigabyte DDR4 2400 megahertz DIMM. I took it out of my Dell Inspiron desktop, the 5675 Ryzen 7 model, because I upgraded the RAM in that unit to 32 gigabytes. Now I do have a video on that, and I did some testing with the 32 gigabytes for rendering video files versus the 16 gigabyte single DIMM. But this is how that Dell 5675 shipped. This part is actually a Samsung K11 P000, and it ends with 690B. Now there's actually 2 part numbers, so you might want the second one, which starts with M37 and ends with BB1-CRC. I'll put that stuff up on the screen so you can see it, and it'll also be down in the description. Now, the thing about RAM, Gavin, when you have a single DIMM, it's slower. You can get double the data rate if you have 2 DIMMs in both slots, but this is a budget kind of thing, so we only have 1. These are going for between $150 to $189, so this is definitely a big savings on this computer here, and that's one reason why it's so inexpensive, because of this little part here. This is called random access memory. So this is kind of like the where all the information is temporarily stored while the computer works. So if the power goes out, anything in here gets erased.
Oh.
So we gotta make sure the power don't go out, and that's our RAM.
Wow. This is cool.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. So if the power goes out, like, all of the information from in here is gone.
Yes.
Well, that sucks.
Yep. The last thing we've got is the case over here. I'll do a close-up shot of that as well. I can't even remember the part number. It's a Roseville Turfing, Tyrfing model. This case was only 37 bucks, but it was rated well by thousands of people, and it didn't look like it was the fake ratings you can see on Amazon sometimes. I don't know if you've ever been on there.
No.
You got to be careful because some of the companies, like when they sell stuff, they will have people rate it really good.
Yeah.
And they're fake ratings. They didn't really buy the case. They're being tricky.
Yeah. We don't like that.
We don't like that. We don't like liars.
Get out of here, liars.
I'm telling you. Okay, so we've got processor, motherboard, power supply, drives.
I think we're set.
Memory, case, handy dandy screwdriver, and my most favorite thing, a flashlight. Think we're ready?
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to blow this computer up?
Well, if I do it, probably.
If we do, we'll just sneak it over his house and make sure we get the money first. Then we'll let him turn it on.
And then roast marshmallows.
Over
the flaming computer.
Well, we'll let him do that.
Yeah.
We got to run out the door with the money.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because I haven't been paid yet. How bad can it be? What could possibly go wrong? Well, actually quite a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about static electricity pretty quick here.
Okay.
It really sucks. Basically, all these components are very sensitive. You see how they're all in cases?
Yeah.
If you rub your feet on the carpet or anything and then you touch it, you can damage it permanently.
Oh, shoot.
And that's it. That's all she wrote. So we got to be really careful.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that. We're going to be very, very, very careful.
Does cardboard not produce static electricity?
What we have to do is ground ourselves before we work on anything, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that.
Okay.
Now, for those of you savvy folks out there who've built many computers, and for those of you who aren't so savvy, more importantly, I would say, make sure you ground yourself at least occasionally, or often I should say, if you don't have a grounding strap on, or if you're not standing on a grounded mat. And you can also get a grounding mat for the surface of your desk, so while you're working you can just touch the mat and ground out. So there's all kinds of options. I use what's called the cheater's method. I plug the power supply into a plug bar, and then I turn the plug bar off, and I ground myself out frequently by touching the power supply on an unpainted surface. Anodized metal is okay, but don't touch a painted surface because you won't ground yourself. So I think the first thing we'll do, Gavin, is open up the power supply. Basically all we got to do is get this plastic off.
Yeah.
All right, we'll stick it in here. Now, as far as I can tell, this is anodized metal, not painted, so we should be okay. Pretty looking power supply.
Ooh.
We are going to need a couple of cables. So I am going to set the cables right here, since we're going to need them anyway.
And hang on. There you go. I think that's in.
Awesome.
Yep.
Now this cable right here is actually the main power supply cable for the motherboard. So if you look here, it says MB there. So we grab the cable and you look on both ends, you see how it says MB?
Yeah.
You can actually plug that in, and this right here is a clicker, so once it's plugged in it won't come out easily, so you want to plug that in.
In the right spot.
Yep.
Right here?
Over a little bit. When in doubt.
And then all your fans in the comments.
Let's have a look at it.
It should go in.
It's actually longer. You would think, because that clicker's got to click in. What about this one?
Clicker.
Maybe. Well, actually, now that I think of it, this end says motherboard as well. So.
Oh.
Guess we don't know what the heck we're doing, Gavin.
I get it.
I would blame myself. So see if that'll fit in there.
There we go. Wait. Hold up. Let me. I think that's good.
Yep.
And then this one.
Yes. Yes, Gavin. Brilliant.
That's actually pretty fun.
Sweet. Okay. Next on The Price is Right. See the one that says CPU?
Yeah.
So we got 2 so far.
Yeah, there we go.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to take the motherboard out. And we do have a kit here, which is nice. We got a single screw. I'm not sure what that's for yet. I'm going to put this back in the box. The motherboard is in a static-proof bag, once again.
That's good.
See how that works? So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out.
Whoa.
And that's the bottom. We're going to flip it over. Now, one thing we could do is plug these cables in because it would ground the board out. And I think... Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. So, if you look at this board, see that little clasp right there?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. See that little little pinch right there? I guess you'd call it a clasp that holds that. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Until we hear it click. Then, we've got the CPU. Which we check on the motherboard. We should be able to match it up. It makes it easy because this is the only one.
Yeah.
So if you want, I'll let you plug that in. And you can do one piece at a time or both of them, whichever way you want to.
One piece at a time.
But each one should click. There you go. There you go.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
I probably should have did both, but that's fine. Okay, there we go.
Alright, so next we're going to get the processor out. I hate breaking these seals. I feel so guilty whenever I do. And we get the actual processor. So here's the $158 processor. And you get a lovely sticker. Okay. Now before we take this out, you see this little arm right here?
Yeah.
You have to push down on it and slide it aside. And very gently pull up. It's very fragile. Okay, so we're going to pop the processor out. Now here's the rub, my friend.
Yeah.
If you look on the bottom of this processor, you see those tiny little pins?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Those tiny, tiny little pins on the bottom of that processor are very, very fragile.
Oh.
And the processor only goes in one way. So you see that little arrow?
Yeah.
And you see the little arrow there on the motherboard? So there's the little arrow there. And there on the corner is the little arrow on the processor. If I can hold it. So what we need to do is drop this processor right in there so it lines up with the arrows. You want to do that?
Okay.
Careful.
Okay.
So that's the arrow, and it lines up with that arrow.
Okay. So...
There you go, yep. And you'll feel it just kind of fall in. You don't have to force it at all.
Wow, there we go.
There you go.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's crazy.
And then the arm gets lowered and you slide it over nice and gentle.
Okay. And... Oh. Okay, okay. It's moving a little.
It's okay. You can hold it. Nice and gentle.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
What's this?
Okay, this is our thermal compound, what I keep calling gel. I don't know why. Okay, I just forget stuff. We need to go ahead and, because this is gonna be permanent, we're gonna leave the heat sink on the processor. So if we get a power on self-test that's successful and it boots up, we're gonna go ahead and start putting the parts inside the computer, inside the case.
Nice.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what we wanna do is just get a tiny little drop, whoops, right in the center.
What's that do?
This is thermal paste. Okay, so maybe I'm not in the center. Thermal paste is that stuff I was telling you about that transfers the heat from this die of the CPU to this really cool cooling fan here. Guess what this is?
What?
Guess.
I don't know. Probably like something you plug in.
This is used to fire the Death Star cannon.
Oh.
No, just kidding. No, this is actually what it's called is a header. See all these different pin sets here?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, these are the headers. This is the connector for a fan for the CPU.
CPU fan one.
Exactly. And that's the one we want, okay?
Yeah.
So basically, when we're looking at this motherboard, we've got all these headers down here, and it's almost never the headers down here. Usually it's the one way up there. Okay, we could do it that way, I suppose. It really wouldn't make that much of a difference in this case.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can turn one in and just get it started. Real gentle.
Oh.
Good. And then I'm going to go over here to this corner and start this one really gentle. Looks like we got it started. I think. Nope.
Oh, no.
There we go. So I'm going to turn this one just a little bit more. And then what I need to do is turn these ones a little bit more. You don't want to turn one all the way down, because if you do, you could damage the die on the motherboard. Or the CPU, I should say. I see a problem already. And this is, again, my lack of thinking and experience. So we decided to have the connector on that side. Now look at the memory slots.
Whoa.
What's going to happen if we try to put a DIMM in there?
It's going to be in the way.
Yeah. So guess what we get to do? And what did Mark just say?
Yeah.
Get it right the first time?
Uh-huh.
Now, the next thing we need to do is put the memory stick in. So
that would go in here.
That's right. Basically, what we have to do here is pop this little peg open here.
That's neat. Yeah.
Very gentle. And then pop that one.
Yeah.
And then notice this memory stick.
Yeah.
Do you see how one side is shorter than the other side?
Oh, yeah.
This side is shorter than this side. And notice this slot.
Oh, yeah.
This side is shorter. It's called a keyed slot. It can only go in one way.
Oh, that's smart.
And you'll hear them click into place. It takes quite a bit of pushing. So don't be afraid. Yep. Okay, let's check something real quick before we go any further. Let's just make sure we have the memory in correctly, and we don't. So we're going to turn it around. Whenever it doesn't want to go in easy, we always double check to make sure that keyed slot's in the right place.
Yeah.
I told you this is not a how-to you want to go by. This is more like a don't do this.
This is like a video that's like, this is what we got.
This is what we got, baby. If it works, we're happy. Yep. There you go. Yep. Good.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, we got memory in there.
Yes.
We're cooking. These last 2 pins right there. So go ahead and power it up again.
Powering up.
And let's make sure the TV actually comes on. I haven't seen the TV come on yet. That's important.
And then Pixie starts barking again.
She loves us. Okay, we got TV. It's on HDMI 1. Very good. And we are going to go ahead and use the screwdriver to jump those 2 pins.
Oh, wow.
Which starts up the computer.
Whoa. That's cool.
And we want to see something show up on the screen. If it doesn't, we got a little problem, buddy.
It says no signal.
Okay, I saw the processor fan stop and then start up again.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, we just wanted to keep going, that's all. There we go, we got post.
Ooh, there's some fancy text.
Woo woo woo! AMD Ryzen 5 2400G, DRAM frequency 2400, single channel, DRAM size is 16,384 megabytes. We did it, dude!
Yes!
Bam! We didn't blow it up! Despite all our stupidity. So let's have a quick look at this case, Mr. Gavin Meister.
Okay.
Oh, I can smell that. My son's cooking. He's killing me.
No. That means we have to get this.
So on the back of the case here, can you see that?
Back.
This right here is the back.
Oh, right. Okay.
These are case screws to let us take these panels off, which we're going to need to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is where any extra cards go, which we do not have.
Okay.
This is where our back plate goes. This is where the power supply is going to go. It's going to sit in here. And this is for airflow. Now, there's already 2 fans that are included with this case. That's why one of the reasons I chose it. 120 millimeter times 2, one in the front, one in the back. So, you know, I may add more fans if necessary. See, in the old days, they used to mount the power supply at the top, and it would also cool the case.
Yeah.
But it would cause the power supply to be hotter. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this sucker, we're going to place it on the bottom. Now, one of the cool things about this case, right down here, is a filter.
Whoa.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yay! Oh. Dun, 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 dun.
You don't want to lose these.
No, they're too pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. We're going to put you to work, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Gavin, here's 4 screws.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hold it in position so you can at least get one of these ones started. Excellent. Okay, we know that power supply ain't going anywhere. So that's all tight too?
Yep.
Good deal. Yeah, I see it. There you go. Yes.
Was that all in?
Nice. Well done. That's exactly what you wanted to hear. Woohoo! Look at that work, man.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, see these little holes here? Now what most people do is run their cables through here and then come out these holes. So I think we'll follow their lead.
And then we just make a big mistake.
Absolutely! Why not?
Right here?
Well, we're gonna find out in just a minute, but probably.
It's like a big snake.
It really is. I'm gonna put these 4 screws in the bag with the other ones.
Yeah. Wow, did you just think that we were just plugging in, like putting the motherboard on there?
Well, we're getting to the point now where we should put the mama board in.
Yeah. I feel like there should be more in here.
Good point. Yep, that's where the motherboard goes, right there.
Oh, okay.
So there are what they call standoffs. And they are these little things. I don't know if you can see that. That is a standoff. So it's got a threaded section that looks like a screw, and then on the bottom is a nut shape. So that's one. We'll see how many we have in here.
Are they supposed to go all the way in?
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
They should be flush. So I'm gonna grab it here and slide it. And all we have to do, now this probably isn't the best thing to do, as many people will tell you. I'm holding it by the CPU cooler, and we just want to set it in. Beautiful.
See, that's what I mean. I don't want to. I did that one. Let me see if I did this one.
I was thinking you did all of them, but...
Yeah, that one, okay. I think I already went over that one.
I thought you did them all.
Yeah.
Yep, you can actually go just... I don't know, maybe you didn't do that one yet. Yeah, you can go a hair tighter on these. That one you didn't do, that's why. But I think these ones you did. Let's see how you did. Yep, that's good.
You're over here doing it one-handed. I think I got it.
There you go. Now, a lot of people I know would be saying, man, you suck. You should have, you know, ran that behind the case here and come up here and all this stuff. But my main concern is that we get airflow. I'm not concerned with that hanging there like that. That doesn't bother me. Some people get really triggered by this stuff.
OCD triggered.
Okay. Well, let's start with the easy ones. So this one right here, see how it says USB 3?
Yeah.
That's definitely for this. So if you want to plug that one in.
Okay. There we go.
Don't be afraid to give it a little gentle push.
Yeah.
This one says USB. So this one, and notice, see how there's a pin, a hole missing in there?
Yeah.
Let's make sure everybody else sees it. On this particular USB, it shows a pin missing.
Yeah.
So this has to go the same way, which is this way.
Okay. And I'm gonna...
It only goes so far, but let's see.
Because I don't want to...
Let me have a look at it. Yeah, it's a little tight, but you got it.
Okay.
Okay, this block is HD audio. So you were mentioning audio earlier.
Yeah.
Now I see one here that says JAUD1. And notice that, again, there's a pin missing there. See that top row? How there's a pin missing?
Oh, yeah.
And notice how on this one there's a pin missing? So this one goes in there like that.
Okay. Touch
JFP1 is right there. And the pin is missing from the top, so we would hold it this way so we can see which way the pins go. And then right there is the header. So what we have to do is we have to do power LED, our pins 2 and 4. So this is the power switch. These are the power LEDs. And notice with DC there's a plus and a minus.
Yeah.
So we look at these two and we find the plus. See that?
Yeah.
And the plus goes in pin 2, which is right there. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's hopefully all the way in. Now go ahead and put the -1 into the pin right next to it.
-1 to pin. And I think that's in.
I think it's in.
There you go.
Okay, next. Power switch. This doesn't have a plus or minus, and it goes on pin. See, if this is pin 2, that was 4 you just put in, and then there's 6 and 8. So this one goes across the top 2 pins, right there.
Get that in.
You are the man.
There we go.
Yes. Okay. So these two basically go side to side like that. And they clip on the top. So I'll see if I can get them in there. Got one in. And so hard to see. I really hate that. Okay, those are both in. Oops. I was hoping it would stick in there. It's supposed to click in so it won't come out. I hate to make the motherboard bow. Okay, good. We gotta find one of these plugs in here that says SATA.
Okay.
And we want to plug it in there.
SATA 1?
Yep, that would work.
Wrong way. There we go. SATA 1.
So here is our data here.
Yep.
And one, not data, power. And one has to go here.
Okay.
You want to hold it so when I push it.
Yeah.
Good. And one goes here.
No.
Make sure it's facing the right way. So this one can go right there.
Okay.
Okay, cool. This we can just tuck in under the drive. Okay, this is the SATA data cable. So if you want, go ahead and put this, let's start with the farthest away, which is the bottom one. So this plug goes into that little spot right there.
Okay.
And try to just go straight in, not to let it bend.
Okay.
Yep, you got it. And then put it through that hole there.
Here we go.
And we're going to want to go inside this wire. See how it's wrapped around the wire?
Yeah.
So you want to pull it out. Go in like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try the red. Hopefully it's long enough.
This
This is Bob's splash of color.
Yeah, you turn into Bob Ross.
I am. They'd probably call this like Crimson Sunshine.
Yeah.
Crimson Nightfall.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got to do the SSD. Same way, plugs in right there.
Here we go.
Yep. And goes through the same hole.
Go.
All right. Okay, so we'll swivel it around again.
More fun than you thought, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, got plenty of cable. That's the good news. And we have 4 SATA ports. This says SATA 3 and 4. Sorry, left our audience behind. This one is SATA 3 and 4. I'm thinking that's 1 and 2, but I'm going to get down here and have a look. Yep. Okay, so we use the red cable for SATA 1. So this one, see how the slot is keyed? See the little piece going down to see how that one goes down?
That one.
You want to plug that one in there.
Yep. Wait, did I do it the wrong way? No, okay, I didn't.
Yeah, it won't let you push it in really if it's wrong.
There we go.
Sweet. And then this one.
Yep.
Same thing, it's keyed slot.
Go under that one.
Yep.
There we go.
Good. So I'm just going to try to neaten this up a little bit. So the back doesn't look too bad. We don't care really how the back looks because people won't see this. They're going to see the front.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is swivel it back around and see how handy our job is. You know, for what it is, it's not bad. Like we're gonna be good.
Hey guys.
Went right on. I honestly don't know where the power switch is for this case. Let's check it out. Looks like it's up here on the top. I'm gonna press the button. If you see smoke, let me know.
Okay.
Just kidding. Okay, there goes the blue LED came on.
Oh, and it turned on HD.
The CPU fan came on. We have a signal from the Motherboard. Oh yeah!
It's working.
Showing the Pro series.
Oh, never mind.
It'll get there. Let's see. Your PC needs to be repaired. The operating system couldn't be loaded because the HAL is missing or contains errors. Not impressed.
No.
So basically it looks like, and I don't know about you guys, but this happens to me all the time. Basically the USB drive is corrupted, so I'm going to go have to make another one. Little bit annoyed. I'm not going to lie, because that's going to take an extra 20 minutes. So I guess I'll go do it and we'll be back. Sorry, Gavin.
Yeah.
Blame Windows, because Linux would have worked fine. Alright folks, we're back. We have the new USB drive. I better close the door, huh? We have the USB drive in. We're ready to power up. What's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah.
Should we show them what we found with the delete key?
Oh yeah.
How we go into the BIOS? There we go. So here is the BIOS. Now you might be seeing quite a bit of reflection on the screen, but it's pretty cool. We, of course, are not going to do any overclocking. There's not enough fans going. I did, while we were working on the USB bootable Windows 10 media, I went ahead and ordered a SATA to 3-pin header for our additional fans, so we can get that working in the near future here. Otherwise, everything seems to be working good. What do you think, Gavin?
I think we'll be good.
Are we cool?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to boot into Windows this time?
Probably.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Not again.
You want to give it the 3-finger salute?
Yes.
Control, Alt, and Delete. All right.
Okay.
We're hoping it's going to boot into Windows.
Come on. Work. I really hope so.
So does my Beast coffee mug.
Yes.
Ain't looking too good at this point.
Oh. Come on.
It could be your birthday. It is your birthday.
It's my birthday.
I cannot believe it. You know, Linux is so much easier to install. Should have went with Linux.
No, we should have did that.
Okay, you're in charge. So click next.
Next.
And then that big fat install now button.
Okay. I missed the button, but I got it.
Setup is starting. I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what?
It's alive.
That's weird.
All right, now you can click next. We'll get to the key a little bit later. I don't have a product key. There you go.
What's a product key?
It is the license you use to buy it. We want Windows 10 Professional.
Pro?
Yes, that one.
With the N or no?
No.
Okay.
That one right there.
Okay.
We can always change it if it doesn't work right. Do you accept the license terms, Gavin?
You know when you go past, you know when you go like this and you all scroll down and then you click it?
Yeah.
And then you get attacked by everything that you didn't read?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You gotta click that little box that says I accept. Otherwise you can't install Windows.
Yeah. Here we go. And our house explodes.
Now we want custom.
Custom, okay.
Because it's not an upgrade.
Yeah.
And we're going to use drive 0 and we're going to click next.
Okay.
That's what's called the SSD, the solid state drive. Remember the fast one?
Yeah.
So we're going to do that one. So basically this is called the hurry up and wait part. We just basically sit here and watch it install Windows. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Now I do have the product key, so what we're going to do, once it gets all done installing Windows, we'll install the product key.
Uh-huh.
Because Uncle Bob bought a legitimate copy of Windows, so we have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I look disheveled. I think we should just keep the camera on you.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get you a beard like this, and then you can just pretend to be me.
Yeah. Wait, it'll go like this. Hey guys, Mark here, and we have Gavin. Hey guys. Do you know what we're going to be doing, Gavin? No, I don't. We're going to be building a computer. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to hook up with...
We'll glue a fake beard to the bottom of your thumb, and you can make it me.
Yeah.
So every time I talk, you just take your hand and go like that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. If it rebooted, it does reboot sometimes, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to panic yet, because it does reboot while it's installing.
Everyone panic.
But anyway, then it failed the bootable media maker, the Windows bootable media maker. So what I had to do after that was format it in Windows as FAT32. Then, just as a precaution, the Windows installer program actually downloaded a new copy of the ISO and then made my installable media, my bootable media for Windows 10, and then it finally worked. So we actually were goofing off for what, an hour?
Yeah.
And you were playing with the puppy dog?
Yeah, Meadow.
Which, if we could fit her in here, she'd be in here because she loves Gavin. It's her best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves you.
Play tug of war with her.
Yeah, she loves it when people come over and play with her. She thinks it's the coolest.
Yeah. Oh.
Something more to do.
Yes. Night Kingdoms.
Oh, you're going to put Bob in the United Kingdom?
Oh, wait, did I do something wrong?
No, you got it right. I was just kidding.
Okay. U.S.
We could put it in Scottish Gaelic. Just
Oh
kidding.
my gosh.
Don't do that. You'd never know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Nah, skip. I'm going to say yes. Oh, check that out. It
actually worked. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. I'm honestly shocked. We actually want to use this one because I've got an extender right here in this room. He does not have an account, and he probably will not have one, so click offline account on the lower left.
Offline account.
And say no.
No. Okay.
And put Bobo. B-O, capital B-O, B-O. Next. Okay. Let's decline to make Cortana our personal assistant.
Okay.
Because it's dumb. No. Okay. Starting from the left, turn off online speech recognition.
Okay.
Turn off Find My Device.
Okay.
Turn off inking and typing.
Okay.
Turn off advertising ID. And then on the right, turn off location.
Okay.
Turn off diagnostic data. And turn off tailored experiences. And click accept.
So basically everything off.
Yep. I'm glad they actually offer privacy settings right from the get-go. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Usually, you know, that you got to go dig around in an operating system to find it. So they're trying to be proactive and say, yeah, we're going to help you. So I'm going to run this. And say, sure, why not? And install. And this is a decent computer, so you can actually watch. We'll do more details.
Performance.
And we can go over here and we can say, show us change graph to logical processors. So now we can see there's 4 physical cores in there, but 8 threads. So they operate as 4 independent processors inside the one processor die.
Wow.
Makes it go faster.
Yeah.
We like fast.
Uh-huh.
And he's using 2.1 gigs of memory. Not too shabby.
No.
End user license. Help us improve quality. I'm going to leave that on because I would like to see the drivers get better for AMD. I'm sure they're good, but why not?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to tell it express install. That way it'll just get done.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, here come our results. Wow, that is actually a really good multi-core score. I'm actually very happy with that. I'm going to take a picture because what I'll do for my happy viewers is right around this point I'll put something on the screen showing all of my other computer scores and compare it to this one. But this is decent. This is way decent. For all practical purposes, this computer is built. I may end this video here and then have a longer benchmarking video. I have another drive that needs to be put into it, and I have a Blu-ray drive that Uncle Bob is bringing over. But Gavin successfully built the computer and installed the operating system.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I know.
I love it.
Crazy we built a computer.
It's just nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice computer. There are literally no LEDs in this.
Yeah.
Bob won't care. He doesn't care about LEDs. He thinks they're, you know, BS. So, you know, if we wanted to, we could add him in the future if he wants, but he won't care.
Yeah, he won't care.
He just wants a functional computer. So I'm going to wrap it up here, but I'll be coming back. We're going to test out Witcher 3. Gavin may still be here, and we'll have him do the Witcher 3 test and see what he thinks.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. Till next time. Toodaloo.
Bye.
And what do we always say at the end?
What did he say?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Or if you didn't like it at all, just drop a comment and tell us how badly we installed this computer.
Yeah. Definitely.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
Some people would.
They would. Have a good one.
Bye.
This video was made possible with support from viewers like you. If you find this video useful, consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/FastGadgets. Oops. Move this back here since it's the most important, expensive piece of equipment.
And you bumped it.
Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.